how do you tackle someone turning around and saying, well, that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, you know, how far you get in life and what you end up doing in life and where you go in life should be based on merit. What would be your answer to that? I know
Well,
what I would
it's a
say.
good question. Yeah, it's a good question because it's kind of like the equality of opportunity versus kind of equality of like outcomes and so on. And I mean, I would say yes, I totally agree, but it's in the society that we live in with so many structural inequalities, that isn't what's happening, so and not only that people based on their experiences, if you just look at kind of workplace stats on certain professions, what proportion of people come from wealthy backgrounds and come from private schools and men and a white men and all those things, then it's obvious that meritocracy doesn't exist because of all the structural inequalities that exist. So I'd say that, but I'd also say there are other things than if you think having a boardroom of all white men um, based on their perceived merits because they've got the best education or whatever is a good way to run a company. I would say it absolutely isn't, because you need a diversity of thought. And true innovation comes from having a diversity of thought and people from different backgrounds as well. So I would say that meritocracy doesn't exist when you've got so many structural inequalities anyway. So you need to level the playing field.
Mm,
But secondly, I would say um, what does merit mean? What does kind of ability mean? And I think I'd much rather, I mean, if I think back of all the people I've worked with, um, the most kind of wonderful and amazing and brilliant people who've challenged me the most are not white men, let's say.
mm,
Like they're not they're people from different backgrounds, bringing different perspectives that challenge my own perspective. So I think that's also really important as well.